Ahoy mateys, and welcome back to Screamingpirate EDC. Today we have another this or that. It's where I compare two knives that are in a similar price point or I think are very comparable. And we pick which one I'm gonna keep and which one is not really for me. But before we get into the knives, let's do a few announcements. So first up, we are super close to 3,000 subscribers. I can't believe it, guys. Channel is just under 2 years old, probably about 5 months away or so from 2 years old, and yeah, I'm blown away by the support. I really do appreciate it, guys. At 3,000, I will be doing a giveaway. There's going to be some great stuff there. I'm really excited about it, and I'll be doing a video, so you'll want to check out what all is in the giveaway. Other than that, let's do a quick watch check, and don't forget, affiliates are in the description. I know you guys always care about what is on me. So this is, on my face, God, that's terrible, guys. This is my Manta Triumph. Now it is sporting a band from Artem straps. I did a review on the Artem strap. Go check it out. There should be a pop-up for you. With all that being said, guys, what knives are we looking at? Today, I'm going to be looking at the Bestech NYXIE. This is a design from Todd Knife and Tool, up against the Evolved EDC SYN. Now that's SYN for you guys. Both of these are out. The SYN is still available for pre-order. It's been up for a few weeks, and the NYXIE is currently available. But without that, without delaying any further, guys, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, guys. So let's go ahead, toss up some specs. I am going to talk about the NYXIE first. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say that it is a touch smaller than the SYN. Your blade is going to be just over 3 1/4, like 3.3, okay? The one I have has carbon fiber on one side and titanium on the other. It is in S35. Now, the knife is really meant to be choked up on, just so you guys know. Todd Knife and Tool always does interesting clips with their designs, but this one is specifically made by Bestech. Big old Bestech logo, I say big, but Bestech logo on the blade. As far as weight, because of the carbon fiber, 3.4 ounces, okay? So it's not heavy, it's not light, it's just kind of right there in the middle, you know, a nice happy medium. Almost 1 ounce an inch, which is kind of nice. With that being said, what are your deployment methods? You have a front flipper, you have opening hole, etc. So lots of interesting things going on here. Lots of interesting design elements, I'll put it that way, guys. You are also looking at a full flat grind. Now, after that, we have up the Evolved EDC SYN. Now, these are still available for pre-order. These are coming in at under $300. If I remember right, I'm gonna have a pop-up for you guys. It's coming in like right around $299. And the NYXIE was right around 240-ish, if I remember right. So with the SYN, you're looking at a little bit longer blade here. Different blade shape, obviously, but you are looking at right at 3.5 inches on this blade. You're also getting this beautiful hollow ground on this. I would call it warny instead of a sheep's foot. Sheep's foot, I expect more curvature in the blade, and this, it's more straight razor-ish. Very interesting scalloping at the top of the knife. Just, you can kind of reach out there with your thumb and put it way out there, or you can put it back here. Very interesting. You just have the opening hole here for a reverse flick or a thumb flick. That's all you have, which is fine. I actually really like the reverse flick on knives. It's just kind of a habit thing at this point. This is a bolster lock versus a frame lock on the NYXIE. Now, both of these are actually made by Bestech. Partly why I'm comparing them, they're under $300, over the $200, and both made by Bestech. So, with that being said, guys, what's the weight on this? I almost forgot. 4 ounces, 4.08. So, not that heavier, 0.6 ounces heavier than the NYXIE. Now, part of that's going to be because you have a full titanium coming up under that, that actual carbon fiber there. This is a shred carbon fiber. It's really hard to get this in the light. I'm going to try to get it for you guys. But it is a very interesting design. It's the very first one from Evolved EDC. Super cool. Like I said, still available for the pre-order. All that being said, guys, let's do some size comparisons, because stats, sometimes they tell you something, most of the time they don't. So I'm going to be doing side-by-sides with both the NYXIE and the SYN. But let's go ahead and do a side-by-side with these two first, just so you can kind of see what they look like side-by-side. Yeah, NYXIE is a little bit smaller, okay, guys? Just a little bit smaller, okay? Now, guys, they look very different, but they're more similar than you think. Your thickness is super close. You know, you have the same maker there. They're both designer knives, as it were. They both have the finger opening. But let's go ahead and grab some knives to compare. So first up, one everybody really knows at this point, and if you don't, you can find it anywhere. You know, go over to Knife Joy, go grab one. This is going to be the Benchmade Bug Out. Now, both of these are a little bit bigger than your Bug Out. The NYXIE is going to be closer, but they're very similar in size. After that, let's take a look at the Vero Synapse. Now, this is a Gen 1 Synapse. It's not the small, it's not the large, it's just a regular Synapse. Both of these are going to be larger than a Synapse, okay? Now, just so you know, guys, the knives I'm trying to compare are a lot of designer knives. So, you know, whoever it is in the community that designed it, I'm trying to give you some ideas there of other designer knives. After that is a knife I have reviewed and is shipping right now, actually, if you did the pre-order. This is going to be the Raiden. Now, oh gosh, why am I forgetting this? Null Knives Raiden, guys. I do apologize. Null Knives Raiden. Once again, both these are slightly bigger than the Raiden. Tuck him out of the way. After that, I have the Arcane Design Crawler. Now, this is also, if memory serves, a Bestech. This is much closer to the NYXIE in size than it is to the actual SYN, but in overall blade and cutting, you're really looking at the SYN when it comes to comparisons there, guys. After that, one that I am so excited to have on my table, this is the Devo Knives Buzz. Now, this is the prototype, and if you don't know who Devo Knives is, D-I-V-O, hopefully I'm saying that right, I do apologize. That's my buddy and fellow reviewer, Lefty EDC. That's his knife company. So this is a prototype I have in. It's a sheep's foot. It feels super reminiscent of like almost like the two of these got melded together. It's really the best way I can put it, guys. Very similar in size compared to the two, and also Bestech made. And then finally, another one that is another sheep's foot style. It is not Bestech made, and be looking for a review on this one. This is going to be the Matthew Christensen Maverick S. So this is his production of his custom. So obviously smaller. Ergos are not that bad. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. A little sneak peek there, but just wanted you guys to see that in comparison. All right, guys, comparisons are out of the way. With that being said, let's talk about these two knives. So I'm gonna start with the SYN. Ergonomics wise, I hate it. I'll be honest, guys, this clip blows. I understand that it's, you know, it's very interesting. If I'm choked up here, right where that, if I use that choil, it's not bad. I kind of feel it. It's there. It's a clip. It's not bad. If I am not choked up, that thing is eating up the back part of my hand, guys. And I mean, so if I bear down, here you go, guys. It is just eating up my hand. Like it's angular. I hate it. It's awful. I would have rather just had a basic clip on there and the rest of the knife be super interesting. Deployment is not bad. The thumb hole, sometimes I can get it, sometimes I can't, sometimes I stick to it. Reverse flick is great. It's a little slow. The front flipper does nothing for me. I'll be honest, guys. As you can see, it's very easy for me to fail it. And because this flipper tab is so tall, when it comes back to my finger, it'll collide with my finger sometimes, and I'll stop the knife from locking up. Honestly, the flipper tab doesn't need to be this big. That's part of it, guys. It doesn't need to be this big. Yeah, right there. Every time I'm like, I really have to practice way too much. I don't really like the detent here either. Yes, a lot of knives do that, but that was way too easy, okay? Also, the closing is, I don't know, it's not very smooth. I don't love it. Chamfering is okay. I mean, nothing is sharp. It's angular, but not sharp is maybe the best way to put it. It's not super comfy for me. The jimping is only here along the spine. And I don't really love it either because sometimes it works great. Sometimes my finger gets kind of caught and it just, it's okay. I don't love it. Torx bit sizes. Torx bit sizes. Let me grab a 6 and an 8. All right, so bodies are 8s, which is great. That is a redeeming quality for me. And my pivot is an 8. There you go. After that, it is a flat grind. I do understand just because I think that tip would be a little too fragile with a hollow. It's okay in and out of pocket. It kind of snags a little bit, but not terrible. The clip doesn't have nice spring. It is, you know, easy to get in pocket. Again, blade ship is more of a like sheep's foot with that nice curvature of the blade. So that's the NYXIE for you. I don't love it, guys. I don't really think it's for me. The SYN is up next. Let's go and take a little bit closer look at this. So once again, large glove. My hand fits here and my thumb falls right on that jimping. If I choke up to this flat, I can either be here or if I can really extend all the way out there. Do I wish I had some kind of finger choil there? It'd make me feel a little bit safer with the knife. Just most people, am I fine with it? Yeah, it's fine. I really wish that this hollow ground came up taller, but it really can't with the hole. So it is thin. I would like it thinner, but it's a personal preference kind of thing. If you're really going to work with this knife, that tip is already thin enough. Now, as far as deployment, this is your thumb flick, and then here is your reverse flick. Nice, crispy, and that detent closing is amazing. Now, I am one of the very last reviewers to get this knife. Again, the pre-order has been up for like 2-3 weeks now, guys. So this is broken in a little bit, but it is incredibly smooth. Your jimping in the only spot, wanted to double check, is going to be right there on the spine. I really would like to see more, maybe out here in this first divot, since it's not, you know, that grind doesn't come up as tall. That'd be really nice because I know that I would be a little more secure with my thumb out there. I would like that. As far as chamfering, you know, hole is good out here. This is fine. Clip's good. Right here where your carbon fiber ends, that is going to be a touch sharp. I'm not sure if that's going to be chamfered down or not, but just so you guys know. Obviously, you have a little bit of a hollow ground here, and it is more of, I would call it a Warncliffe, just because it's a straight edge there. In and out of the pocket is phenomenal, purely because you have a bolster. So there's really nothing for it to catch on, and you have nice spring on your clip. Now, neither one of these knives have a reversible pocket clip. I would say either can be left-handed opened, but I think the SYN is a little bit easier to left-hand. Now, with all that being said, guys, why am I doing it this or that? They're both Bestech, they're both designers, they're both under $300, okay? That's about where the similarities end. I mean, size-wise, they're close. You know, you have sheep's foot and Warnie. But if I had to pick one, guys, I think you guys already know, it's going to be the SYN. I'm not quite sure how these are both Bestech knives, I'm going to be honest. The SYN is way better. Way better. Like, this feels like somewhere between a Wee knife and a Rayot. With as far as like the fit, the finish, you know, your transition here on your bolster. It's nice. It feels really nice. The action's really smooth. It feels really good. It feels very well thought out and designed and finished. I don't know what happened with Bestech and the NYXIE. I really don't, guys. I don't know if it's a designer thing or what, but if you are not choked up and your thumb is not scrunched here, which is terribly uncomfortable, if your thumb is out here, it's a little bit better, but if you are not right there, this knife stinks in hand. It's not comfortable. You have no sharpening choil at all. And the clip bites into your hand. I feel really cramped. I feel more cramped on the NYXIE than I do on the Maverick S, guys. I mean, look at this. I feel like the Maverick S, which is way smaller, fits my hand better than the NYXIE. That's weird. I'm gonna be honest. That's super weird. Also, I've had this knife for about a month and the action just has not broken in. Also, what is this detent? The hell is that? That's on the detent. Point is, guys, just because you're buying a Bestech doesn't mean they're gonna be the same, okay? That's true for any manufacturer. This is just my example for Bestech for you. So when it's boiling down for the this or that, I think that if you want a Warnie and you want a hollow grind and you want something that, you know, is a conversation piece, super unique, the SYN is it. Guys, that's cool. I don't know why you would buy the NYXIE. Maybe you like Todd Knife and Tool designs. Maybe you like something that's very, I don't know, cyberpunkish. That's it, guys. That's my only reason to buy this knife. And that's a lot of money for that reason, in my opinion. With all that being said, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the comparison. Hopefully you enjoyed me showing both of these knives. Yeah, I mean, I know it's not a traditional comparison, guys, but between the two, the SYN's damn good. They're still available for pre-order. Go grab one, link in the description. Hopefully you enjoyed the review, and I'll catch you on the next one. Ahoy, mateys, and welcome back to Screaminpirate EDC. Today, we're looking at another... Sorry about that, guys. Forgot to put my phone on mute. Yes, I like One Piece. Get over it.